When I started Marsh-McBirney, I guess I always felt it would be a success. I think I'm like most entrepreneurs. Your friends think that you're a big risk taker when you do all sorts of, by their definition, crazy things and go out on a limb. But I think from the entrepreneur standpoint, you're really not taking a risk. You're just doing what you know is going to work out. And so I guess I'm a bit surprised that it grew as big as it did. At one point in time, we had 115 employees. The company manufactured flow meters for oceanographic and water and wastewater treatment facilities for municipalities. The products that we made were all invented at Marsh-McBirney and were patented by Marsh-McBirney. So basically all of our products enjoyed an exclusive position in the marketplace, and that allowed us to grow quite rapidly and also to have good profit margins and to be able to feed back a large portion of that profits into the R&D effort at Marsh-McBirney. Over the years, all four of my children worked at Marsh-McBirney. One of them went on to start his own business, and two of them stayed to work at Marsh-McBirney. In particular, they provided a means of helping pull me out of a hole that we had gotten ourselves into when some of our patents, important patents, ran out in the mid-1990s. And we developed a plan to where my son Kevin would be the sales vice president and my daughter Amy would be the general manager, and I would focus on product development. Although I sold the company last year, I've slowed down a little bit, but I'm still not retired. I love to invent and I love to be involved with entrepreneurs. I also feel like I owe the area that I grew up in Eastern Kentucky a little bit of return for what they gave me. And to that end, I created a foundation whose main purpose is to help people patent their ideas and to start businesses in Eastern Kentucky. And I'm hopeful that will catch fire and be able to last well beyond my lifetime. I never really planned on being 68 years old, which is what I am, and I never planned on having 11 grandchildren. And so I think that combination and just the right sense of timing from some people that wanted to buy Marsh-McBirney was the reason that I sold the company. And it's been a great ride, and I've had lots of fun. And I keep telling people that that I was able to do during my work life all the same kind of things that I did when I was a kid. And so I got paid very well for doing things that I just love to do.
Here comes all the future entrepreneurs.
1, 2, 3.
It's just a couple of them.
Okay, great.
Great, thanks guys.
When I was no older than those guys, I always thought somebody in their 60s was lucky to get out of bed, let alone start a business or run a business. And I'm awful glad that I was wrong. So kids, you know, older people can do lots of things. And so don't give up after you're 40 years old. You got to keep on rolling. I feel very privileged and honored to have been chosen as the Master Entrepreneur by the Entrepreneur Council of Frederick County. And in particular, I want to thank Jim Merkel for all that he's done for Frederick City and Frederick County for all the entrepreneurial activities that he's promoted. Without Jim, none of us would be here. So Jim, I want to give you a I've always been blessed with a strong support group that includes dedicated employees, good friends, and an understanding wife. My wife Mary was the first secretary at Marsh-McBirney back in 1971. And she often reminds me that she didn't get paid for that. And it's true. All four of my children have worked in the business. And I was fortunate that at least two of them decided to make Marsh-McBirney their career. And Amy and Kevin helped the company grow from an original investment of $15,000 to where in the last year of business, we were selling over $15 million worth of business. And last year, we sold the company after 35 years. Some people say, what are you doing? Are you retired? And the answer is really no. I'm just working on that next big idea. What, in the coming few years, watch out. You'll see me in the marketplace. Thank you very much, and good luck to you all.